Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Kansas City Chiefs. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Brown. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Watch out for Hill on the return. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now they try the right side here. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Middle, middle, middle. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Let's go, Pete. Tighten up. Let's go.
Now Stafford. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Mahomes firing complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a handoff here to his running back. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Spiller. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Yellow, yellow. Me and you on deck. On deck. I'm coming after you.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
80 weapons.
Watch the slam.
25, check 25, check 22.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Brown. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
250.
Taken down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 yards.
White.
Second down.
5-0.
At the Chiefs' 43-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Darren Lee leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Sponge.
Double right.
Check 3, check 3.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo. Back, back, back. Go, 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 run, run, run.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 40 yards. They'll run it here with Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards.
And the Cardinals first down.
Ready. Lady.
They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now. It's Brown, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Yellow, yellow.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up third.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressive. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Showing alert.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission? That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6 at the Chiefs' 48-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready. 280.
58, come on.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Stafford on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Hill on the return. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Bandit. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Yellow. No,
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Yellow, yellow.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Yellow. I'll go on.
Check 43. Motion.
15.
Check 49.
Now a handoff looking right. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
I don't need to. Hey, yo, go. Oh, lady.
Deep, man up, deep.
Hey, Sunday.
Five's the mic. Watch the pass. My 5, my 7, let's go. Ready? My 5.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
This is Brown on the carry. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
40 got.
Son got man. 58, boy, 58.
Right back to Brown. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. And complete. Spiller out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Watch the slant.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
15.
In your face.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And cuts out right sideline. And finally marked down at the 23. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 23-yard line. 3rd and long, they keep it on the ground, and it pays big dividends.
Sometimes it's a surprise to the defense. 3rd and long, you expect a pass. You catch them off guard. In this case, you're exactly right. It paid huge dividends. Off and running.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Now he'll escape to his right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go, D.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14. Mahomes now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Butker able to put this one through. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check, watch it.
11.
Check 15.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 18-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
Right there.
Throwing is Stafford. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Mike 5-4. Let him know.
Hey, box truck.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Quit talking about it and bring it. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
Throwing on third down, Stafford able to find Isabella. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They're running it.
Running right, here's Brown. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be second and 12.
Second and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Ready. Get a 20. 53. Ready. Double right.
Here we go. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, we got to get
General West.
Check it out, please.
Hey, wahoo.
Now it's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
54. Mike, 54. Let's go, D. Mike 5.
Hey, exit.
Mike 5.
On third down, Stafford got his man complete over the middle. That's Logan. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Tighten up.
32.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Man out.
59. Smooth.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's back to throw. And he'll find Hall. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
I don't need to. Let's go, lady. Yellow.
Now a handoff working right. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Yellow. Yellow.
Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. J.J. Watt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, you got to have some urgency here. You got to get the guys back to the line of scrimmage, but the problem is they're all 30 yards downfield after that play.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Ripley.
I got you.
15.
Jim. Watch safety creep.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. J.J. Watt. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and never an easy thing to come into Arrowhead and get the victory. One of the toughest places to play in the league, but they did it.
Some of the best fan support in the league. They take pride in it. They love their team. They rally around them, good and bad. But when it's good, oh, it is so difficult to come into this place and get a win. From the time they sing the national anthem and finish it with the home of the Chiefs, you're in trouble right from that moment usually.
So for the Cardinals, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.